Welcome to Fortune Cookies Tarot, your ultimate destination for political, celebrity, royal, and all kinds of other tarot readings. In this video, it's part two. It's not really a part two, but we're talking about Democratic candidates for 2024. As we get closer to the election, I'm going to keep doing these videos. So last one yesterday, you can go take a look at it. It was Biden kind of suggesting that Gavin Newsom would make a great president. Don't know if he's going to give up his spot for 2024, but who knows? Anything can go. I have been saying for some time that the Democratic Party needs a rock star. I think Michelle Obama is the rock star that they're going to push forward eventually. She's got the fan base. She's got the platform. People really, really love her. And we're going to take a look at it. Other readings that I've done said that she's very reluctant. Let's see if she is still reluctant here. Come right back in just a minute. I'm Annabelle, a tarot practitioner for over 35 years. And in this video, we're going to take a mystical journey into the potential candidacy of Michelle Obama. I think she's going to show up for 2024. Just my opinion. So please remember that all of my readings are for entertainment purposes only. They're my own psychic downloads and psychic input. And you should always do your own research before subscribing to my opinion, but you can always subscribe to my channel. Also, remember, you can always book your own magical reading with me at the link in my description or on my website, FortuneCookiesTarot.com. Also, I am running a new session of my 12-week Intro to Tarot course. It starts on November 30th, 2023. I'm going to teach you the basics of tarot. You're going to learn my own cocktail method of learning the cards and getting to know them so that you can start reading inductively right away, and you can start reading intuitively much, much faster, because that's really the goal. So we are going to have more courses in the new year, 2024. I'll have more intro courses that will start on a rolling basis. I'm also going to do my advanced course as a 12-week course as well. And we're going to have little mini courses for numerology, symbology, all things related to cartomancy, divination with the tarot. It's going to be really, really fun. I try and keep it as cool as possible. I try and keep my classes as small as possible so that you get individual attention. I would love to see some of you there. My past students really like my classes, so try and give you some support. I also want you to remember that we're going to expand the Fortune Cookies team in spring of 2024. So we're actually looking for a few good students that may turn into professional readers like us. You do it as a side gig, you do it as a full-time gig. I really do want to kind of spread the joy and the help that we are giving when we do tarot, when we do readings for people. Our goal is really not to tell the future. It's not to, do anything weird. It's really to help people live their best life and make the best decision and maximize what fate has for them. So it's really part of it. So hopefully I will see some of you. If you have any questions about it, you can always email me at fortunecookiestarot@gmail.com. Would love to talk to you. Shelly and I would love to talk to some of you. So to continue joining me and exploring the stars and cards, please like, share, subscribe, do all those things, and stay tuned for more captivating readings. This is my favorite part of the day. I love doing this. I am so grateful for each and every one of you for making this my new life. I'm making some massive changes in my life, and I'm doing what I love. I'm helping people. I'm teaching. It's so great, and I hope that you guys enjoy spending time with me. It's just my favorite part of the day. So with that, let's get into some readings. So we're talking about Michelle Obama again, And I am of the opinion that she is going to be the candidate that they push forward. However, 46 just made a comment about Gavin Newsom possibly doing a hell of a job as president. So let's see if Michelle is still the secret candidate that they're going to push forward. I think Michelle is going to get more asses in the seats, more ballots in the box. I don't think that Gavin Newsom is super likable. I think that the track record in California, while PRing the snot out of it, I think the track record is not great. And I think Michelle Obama has kind of a zero track record. There's nothing really that they can say she failed at. I mean, there was the school lunches thing, but it was a first lady thing. Work-wise, digging deep into politics, they really can't say there's anything that she fell flat on her face, except for the meal thing. So let's see the Democratic Party. Are they going to push her forward? Is she going to be our last minute candidate? Are they going to bring her in at the last minute? Personally, I think she's going to be brought in at the last minute, because that way they don't have a lot of time to dig up negative information. The campaign will not have a negative spin. There's not going to be enough time for them to do for the Republican Party or the Libertarian Party or anyone else that's involved. There's not going to be enough time for them to get in there and start a real mudslinger. I think they're going to get her in there pretty late. And I think they're going to say, this is what we have, and we've got this rock star, and she's shiny and new. Let's go. So let's see what Democratic Party is thinking about. Two of Needles in reverse, Queen of Needles in reverse, Knight of Needles, Six of Cups in reverse. This is what the Democratic Party is thinking about her as a candidate. So under the surface, this is secret. This is Ace of Buttons. This is going to be a new start. This is going to be a great opportunity to move forward and have that seat of power again. We're looking at it right there. It's secret. Up here, the universe is the 23rd card of the Madame Clara 5-cent tarot. This is the Madame Clara deck. There are additional cards in the major arcana. There is the unknown after the world card, and then there's the universe. And the universe is where things expand. The universe is where this is where we start to get some unusual things. I think this is indicative of the out front. They're looking for a fresh new approach. I think in their conversations, this isn't a conversation that we're privy to, the general public, but I think in their conversations, this is a way to regenerate the party. This is a way to rally support. I still say Michelle is going to be a candidate that they push out front. I'm saying it right now. The Two of Needles, they're still in discussions on how to do this. Once they throw her out, it's an irrevocable decision. Once they throw her out as a candidate, it's an irrevocable decision. They're not going to be able to stop the momentum of it. So they're going to have to wait. This is the discussion that they're having. When do they launch her as a candidate? Obviously, we're never having debates again. I mean, the Republican Party is having their debates, but it looks like we're just not having debates. Like presidents don't get to debate anymore, or presidential candidates don't get to debate anymore. Queen of Needles in reverse. I think she is still saying no. I think she is saying, I don't want to do this. I think it's a lot of work. I think it's work that she doesn't want to do. And I honestly don't think that her heart is in it whatsoever. I think she really wants to, she's not retired, but I think she does want to retire from the political arena. I don't think she wants to go back into that lion's den. Her daughters are, I think, in their 20s now. So they're starting out their lives. There's going to be a microscope on them. I don't think she wants that. Knight of Needles, there is someone they're going to plug in for her as a support person. So this is going to be that vice president. I'm not sure who that's going to be. I'm not going to dip into that in this reading, but it looks like they're going to give her a support person. And it's almost like you're just going to show up and look pretty and have some nice things to say, come to the table with experience from being in the White House, being married to a president, and this guy's really going to be doing the heavy lifting. I think the pitch is this is a figurehead presidency. We're really going to be setting up for maybe 4 years of you, maybe 8, but the next guy is going to be the actual president. And we're looking forward for I'm going to predict this, 4 years of Michelle Obama and then 8 years of whoever her vice president is. This is the track that they're trying to run on. The Democratic Party is not running a reactive campaign. They are planning for longevity. And I think this is what we're looking at here. The Six of Cups, she did not look fondly on the presidency with her husband. She did not, it was not a good time. She's telling them it wasn't a good time. She's not going to be able to do the things that speak to her. So this is the debate here. And I think that's why we get this Knight of Needles, this guy who's going to step up and really be doing the heavy lifting for the presidency if she agrees to it. So this is the dilemma that the Democratic Party is dealing with her. I still think she is a reluctant candidate, but I still think they have their eye on her. Maybe this is why we're hearing Gavin's name. Now, how does Michelle feel about it? Let's get a deep dive on her and see what she's thinking. Woo, we got a jumper. Put the jumper out. That is a Seven of Cups, a lot of different options. That's negotiation. That Seven of Cups is negotiation. She is absolutely looking at different scenarios with them and saying, well, what if this happens? What if this happens? How is this going to be handled? How is this going to be handled? Two of Needles again in reverse and Queen of Needles. She is saying no, no, no. Two of Buttons. Three of Buttons. Oh, her discussion is, what's the point of me taking the position if I'm not really doing it? If I'm, there's a bit of integrity going on here. I will say that she really is saying, I don't want to be an empty candidate. I don't want to be the figurehead of the Democratic Party. I want to be an actual person who does something. She doesn't want this job. She doesn't want it. I'm just saying, DNC, she doesn't want it. She is saying no at this time, very decisively. There needs to be a balance. So on one hand, she's saying, I don't want to do it because there are other endeavors that I want to be involved in. I don't want the trouble. There's not enough political infrastructure. That's the only way that I can describe this, as political infrastructure. So that's where we've got this negotiation with the Seven of Cups going on. Nine of Cups. This is a major fear of hers, is that they're going to be exposed as a family. Her children are going to be exposed. There's going to be a lot of information, a lot of detail flying around there. She doesn't want that. That's the stuff she doesn't want. And this Knight of Cups it just doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel right to step into this position. The King of Buttons on the bottom. Again, this is not a leadership position that she wants. She just is not interested in going to work to this level. It's like if you had an artist, this is the way I'm going to look at it. So if you had an artist who is this award-winning, highly regarded oil painter, and there's a gallery that's saying, yeah, but why don't you do sculpture? Why don't you do a show with sculpture? Because sculpture is so cool. And like the world needs a really great sculptor and you could be it. And she's like, no, I'm a painter. I paint in oils. I don't want to do sculpting. I'm not interested in sculpting. I know it would get some asses in the seats and I know people would show up for it, but I'm not a sculptor. I don't want to do it. I'm not interested. That's really the conversation that's going on here. I know it's a weird analogy that I just gave. So what is the tarot advice for Michelle Obama? What is the tarot advice? What should she do to maximize her experience? Should she accept this constructed fate? Should she accept it and just move forward? Should she let this happen? Meaning the secret can. I'm going to shuffle those again because that was awkward. Meaning this contrived candidacy. Should she go with it? What should she do? What should she do? Page of buttons, page of matches, 7 of matches, 9 of matches, 5 of cups. Oh man, 5 of matches. So in her heart, she wants to focus on home, focus on her family. That is something that she loves. Focus on her own stuff. There's an element of a lot of writing. She wants to do more writing. She wants to do more communicating. And I get the sense that there's something with a university. She almost wants to like partner and teach at a university or something like that. She would rather be in that kind of capacity where she can have an intimate, intellectual influence on students and people. It's really that direction she wants to go, and she doesn't want to be on the news every month, or every day or every week or whatever. Page of buttons. She really page of buttons and page of matches. This is the spark of creating a new life for herself. This is what she should be doing. She should be focusing on this. That is a way that she will be able to right the imbalance of her life. Which this being the candidate for the Democratic Party and going into this 2024 thing is going to upset her apple cart. It's going to do that. We're going to see this busyness about her, this chaos of work. She's not going to be able to focus on one thing. It's like she's going to be juggling like 27 things up in the air, flaming torches, if you will, with that 5 of matches, and have a lot of personalities and a lot of people that are involved in it. The 9 of matches, this is, just being beat up every single day, having to get your back up against the wall, being in a defensive position a lot of the time. That is the thing that is unpalatable for her. And I can't blame her. 5 of cups, she's just come out of the calamity of being the first lady and being the first family. She doesn't want to go back to it. She wants that stability at heart. She wants to stay at home. That really will offer her a lot more peace. I think being an influential person in a university sense, in a writing capacity, I think is a much better fit for her personally. So that is my read on that. It does seem like the Democratic Party really does want to get her out there. She's a great influencer. She's a great spokesperson. She is a rock star that they could put out front, and they could get some of those votes that they lost back. So that's what I have to say about that. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Again, if you want your own magical reading with me, you can request one and schedule one at the link in the description of this video or on my website. And don't forget that I have classes starting again. We're going to keep running those classes periodically. They're 12, the Tarot 101 and the Tarot 102 are going to be 12-week classes. So weekly on Zoom. It's going to be really great. We're going to get to talk to each other and do all kinds of stuff. And you're going to do actual live practice with me. So I hope to see some of you there. Don't forget, we are looking to add to our team in 2024. We're going to have some more people. You can have your own platform like this, or you could just quietly read tarot cards on the side for your friends. So thanks so much. I really appreciate everybody. Please hit like, share, subscribe, and keep my numbers going. Thanks so much. I'll see you all soon.